Good morning, everyone. Students, today I am going to start grammar part of first lesson. So that is sentences and verbs. Okay, all of you open your textbook, page number 48. So there you can see a grammar part of a first lesson, sentences and verbs. So in this class, you will learn what are sentences and their examples, and what are verbs and their examples. Okay, let me start now. Students, read this. Frowns man the him at. Second one, goes Rima school to. Students, what is mean by these sentences, or do these words make any sense? No. Can you understand the meaning of this sentence by reading? No. They do not have any sense. So these sentences are not any improper sense. Okay. Now read this. The man frowns at him. The man frowns at him. You learned in the first lesson a big smile. Correct now? Second one, Rima goes to school. Now tell me, do these sentences make any sense? Yes, perfectly. Yes, these sentences have a complete sense. So we can understand by reading this sentence. The man, so there is a man, he frowns at another man. Correct now? The same as the second sentence, Rima goes to school. See, by reading this sentence, you understand the meaning of this sentence. Correct now? Rima is a girl. Correct now? Rima is a girl, she goes to school. Who goes to school? Rima goes to school. Correct no? Where does Rima go? Rima goes to school. Correct no? So by the proper sentence, with the proper sentence, we can make questions and answers. So they are, we say, proper sentences. They are not improper sentences. So these are the improper sentences because of these sentences do not have any meaning, or these sentences do not have any sense. So we cannot understand by reading these sentences. Correct now? So what is sentence? So students, what is sentence? Sentence means a group of words that makes complete sense is a sentence. So the man frowns at him. So these are the words. When we make the group by these words, so this makes complete sense about a sentence. So we say sentence. For example, are you doing homework? Yes. If I do, we say, yes, I'm doing. Or if I not, we say, no, I'm not doing homework. Correct now? Are you doing homework? Second one, bravo, I won the match. So, strong sudden feeling it is. Next, third one, the giraffe is the tallest land animal. The giraffe is the tallest land animal. So what do you feel, or how do you feel by reading this sentence, these three sentences? So each sentence has a perfect sense. Correct no? Next, let me go to the next slide. So there are three things, or there are three steps that you remember. Okay, the first one, a sentence always begin with a capital letter. Listen carefully, dear students. I think I would have taught in the previous class, in the first standard. So, always a sentence, it must begin with a capital letter. Okay, examples here. The boys played football. So, in the first sentence, the boys played football. So, what is the first letter of this sentence? Here, T. So, T, it is in the capital letter. Correct, no? So, T, it is in the capital letter of this sentence. So, a sentence always, when we are going to start a sentence or when you are going to write a sentence, so you must begin, you must start with a capital letter. Always the first letter of the sentence should be or must be in the capital letter. Have you understood? Okay, next one. Birds fly in the sky. Birds fly in the sky. So in this sentence, which is the first letter of the sentence? So B, it is in the red color, no? So it is B. B, it is in the capital letter. So B is the beginning letter of this sentence. Correct, no? It is in the capital letter. So have you understood? Okay. Next, third one. I drink milk every morning. See, I drink milk every morning. So, what is the first letter of the sentence? I, it is in the capital letter. So, as I told you, a sentence always begin with a capital letter. Begin with start. Okay. Start with a capital letter. Okay. Whatever you write. So, when you are going to write, first letter should be capital letter. Okay. Whatever the letter may be. Okay. Next. The fourth one, last one. Cyril smiles at her mother. Cyril smiles at her mother. So, the first letter of the sentence is a C. Okay. It is also plural. Cyril is the proper noun also. Okay. Cyril. So, C is the first letter of this sentence. So, it is in the capital letter. So, have you understood? Dear students, the first thing that you have to remember, a sentence always begin with a capital letter. Okay. And you may have noticed in the textbook or in the magazines or in the newspaper or in the English channels. So there, when they are going to start a sentence, always the first letter in the capital letters. You might have noticed. Okay. The second step is that. So the first one it is. So the second step. A sentence always ends with a full stop. See, listen here, students. It is very, very important. Punctuations are very, very important while framing the sentence. A sentence always ends with a full stop. Okay, or question mark or an exclamation mark. Students, see here examples. When you are going to sentence, assertive sentence. So, when you are going to end the sentence, you must put the full stop at the end of the sentence. Or if the sentence is in the interrogative form or questioning form, it must ends with a question mark. Okay. And if the sentence is in the exclamatory sentence, so when we are going to express strong sudden feelings, hurrah, bravo, ouch, Alas, my grandmother has died. So when we are going to express strong sudden feelings, so those sentence we must ends with the exclamation mark. Have you understood, dear students? So examples, let us see the examples. What is your name? What is your name? Or how are you? When does your school reopen? How is your father? Are you doing homework? See, these sentences in the questioning form, or these sentences are interrogative sentence. So we must end with the question mark. Did you understand? Next one. How beautiful the Taj Mahal is. See, how beautiful the Taj Mahal is. So when you visit the Taj Mahal at the first time, you feel, what do you feel? You feel astonishment, surprise, excitement. So how do you express? How beautiful the Taj Mahal is. So you shows the strong sudden feeling, no? So for those sentence we must end with the exclamation mark. It is an exclamation mark. For more examples for this sentence, exclamation mark, we say, wow, this garden is beautiful. Or next one, alas, my brother has died. We say no. Next, hurrah, we won the match. So these sentences shows us the strong sudden feeling about something. Okay. The next one, the zebra eats grass and plants. So this sentence is in the assertive form. Okay, it is simple sentence. So this sentence ends with a full stop here. Okay, the zebra eats grass and plants. For more examples, the teacher teaches an English. Okay, the next one, I swam across the river. The next one, my father reading a newspaper. So these sentences are in the assertive form. So for this sentence we must end with a full stop. We must put a full stop at end of the sentence. Okay, next step. Here, students, have you opened your page number 48? So here an activity. Hold a pencil and read it. Tick the sentences and cross the ones that are not. So here is given, there are 4 sentences. In this, some of the are in the improper sentence and some of are proper sentences. So identify the proper sentence and put a right mark those sentences, and identify the improper sentences which are not make complete sense and put a cross mark for those sentences. Okay, shall we start now? First one, you also read along with me. Okay, the girls are playing with dolls. The girls are playing with dolls. So can you guess, is it a proper sentence or improper sentence? Or think, does it give complete meaning or incomplete meaning? Okay, So it is a proper sentence. It gives complete meaning. It has a complete sense. We can understand by reading this sentence. The girls are there. They are playing with the dolls. Correct? No. So it is a proper sentence. It gives a complete meaning. So put the right mark here. Next, second one, barking. Barking the are dogs. Barking the are dogs. Now tell me, can you understand this sentence by reading it? Barking the are dogs means what? No, we can understand. So it does not have a complete sense. Okay, it is a improper sentence. Okay, so put the cross mark. It is there, no? It is cross mark. Put here. The third one. This is a big book. This is a big book. Now tell me, can you understand the meaning by reading this sentence? Yes. This sentence has a complete sense. It gives a complete meaning about the sentence. Correct? No? So it is a right mark. It is a proper sentence. The sentence is a proper sentence, not an improper sentence. The last one, fourth one. Rose, a beautiful is flower. Rose, a beautiful is flower. Can you understand by reading this sentence? No, we cannot understand because this sentence does not have a complete sense or in any sense. Okay, or this sentence does not have a complete meaning. Okay, it is a improper sentence. This sentence it is not a proper sentence. So put the cross mark here. And one more thing here, you can observe here. So this is the girls are playing with the dolls. It is an assertive sentence. I have told you. A sentence always begin with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Okay, if the sentence is in assertive form. So see here, the T is in the capital letter and the sentence ends with a full stop. Correct? No? So it is here is there. Barking the are dogs. So it does not have any question mark or full stop or exclamation mark. And also the first letter is not in a capital letter. So it is an improper sentence. Correct? No? The third one is also here. This is a big book. So the sentence began with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. So it is a proper sentence. Correct? No? The fourth one, as you look at here, fourth one, rose, a beautiful is flower. The first thing is that this sentence does not have any sense, and this sentence did not begin with a capital letter, and this sentence did not have or did not complete at the end of the sentence. They did not have any full stop at the end of this sentence. So it is not a proper sentence. So students, have you understood? So you have learnt what is sentence and their examples. Okay, and what are the two stuffs you have to remember. Okay, now let me go to the next topic, verbs. Okay, verbs, verbs. So it is also very important for you. Let me teach you what is verbs or what are verbs and their examples. Okay, so it is there in the page number 48. So the same page number 48. Okay, now students, read these sentences. Read these sentences. The first one, you may read along with me, no problem. Anita goes to a new town. Anita goes to a new town. My mother bakes a pie cake. My mother bakes a pie cake. Raju and Rani write homework neatly. Raju and Rani write homework neatly. Fourth one, he runs like a horse. He runs like a horse. The last one, baby cries loudly. Baby cries loudly. So, as you observe, in the first sentence, Anita goes to a new town. So, in the first sentence, goes is a noun. It tells us what Anita does. So, goes is a noun. It tells us what Anita does, what she is doing, what she does. Okay. In the second sentence, my mother bakes a pie cake. So, bakes is there. So, in the second sentence, bakes, which is in the red color, tells us what the mother does. What the mother does. Okay. So, Raju and Rani write homework neatly. So, in the third sentence, also the Raju and Rani. So, in the third sentence, write is the noun. So, it tells us what Raju and Rani do. Okay, what they will do, what they do. And the fourth sentence, he runs like a horse. So, in the fourth sentence, runs is the noun. So, runs tells us how the person, how the boy or the man runs. And the last one, baby cries loudly. So here also, in the last sentence, cries is the verb. Okay. It tells us how the baby cries. Okay. So these are the sentence. Goes, bakes, write, runs, cries. So these are the verbs. So let us know what is verb. So what is verb? So verb means words that tells us an action are called verbs. And verbs are also known as action words. So these verbs you have learnt in the previous class, which is in the first standard, as a action words. Okay, now you say here verbs. So verb means what is verb? Words. There are some words are there. So those words tell us an action are called verbs. Okay, examples here. A verb is a word that names an action. Okay, for example, jump. Do you jump? Okay, can you jump? So jump is a verb. Okay, we can make action no, like jumping, jump. And clean. So clean is a verb. Fly. So fly is a verb. So I will tell you, show me an action of fly. We will show no how the birds fly, or how does an aeroplane fly. Okay. Next, chase. Chase is an action. So it is also verb. Dance. You show an action by doing dance. So dance also verb. And brush. Brush is also action. So it is verb. Kick, dig, laugh, cook, smile, talk, and these are the action words or verbs. So these words tells us what the person does or what the person or thing does. Okay, kick, dig, laugh, cook, smile, talk. So there are many are there. Bring, catch, teach, speak, talk, cry. Okay, cook, drink, come, go, sleep, sleep, play. So we can see there are many verbs. Next, students, open your textbook, page number 49. So here are some activities that you have to complete. Okay. First one, circle the verbs in the sentences. So hold a pencil. Let us read the sentences one by one and we will find the verbs in those sentences and circle those verbs. Okay. The first one, birds fly in the sky. The first one, birds fly in the sky. So in this sentence, which is the verb? Yes, exactly right. Fly is the verb. Okay. So put the circle in by your pencil. Second one, the sun shines. The sun shines. So in this sentence, can you find the verb? Yes, shine is the verb. Put the circle on it. Okay, third one. My grandma knits very fast. My grandma knits. K-N-I-T-S. How to pronounce? Knits. Here, K will be silent. Okay. Knits very fast. So in this statement or in this sentence, knits is a verb. Okay. Knits. It is an action which we stitch. What is that? Blanket or sweater. We say knits. Next, fourth one. Dogs bark at strangers. Dogs bark at strangers. So in this, bark is an action. So bark is a verb. Okay, what is the sound of the dog? The sound of the dog is bark. How the dog barks? We can show no by action. Bow, 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 like this. So it is barking. Bark it is. So bark is an action. So put the circle on it. Next, fifth one. The baby cries when it is hungry. Students, here you can don't confuse here. The baby cries when it is hungry. So in this sentence, cries is a verb. Okay, it is an action. So you can show how does baby cry. So you can show by an action by crying. Okay, so it is an action. So it is a verb. Sixth one, the zebra eats grass and plants. The zebra eats grass and plants. So eats is a verb. Okay. Next, seventh one, a potter makes clay pots. A potter makes clay pots. So makes is a verb. Eighth one. He closed the door. He closed the door. So in this sentence, closed is the verb. So it is in the simple past tense. So it is in the simple past form. Verb 2 it is closed. Okay. Ninth one. The boys played football. The boys played football. So this sentence is also in simple past tense. So played is the verb. Played, played. Okay. Next, I drink milk every morning. I drink milk every morning. So in this statement, drink is an action or it is a verb. So drink is a verb. Put an action here. Put a circle on it. Okay. The last one. I eat eggs for breakfast. I eat eggs for breakfast. So eat is an verb. Eat is an verb. Okay. Okay students, have you circled the verbs which are given in the sentence? Okay. Let's go to the next activity, the B1. Fill in the blanks with the correct verbs from the brackets. So the verbs are given in the brackets. So read the sentence and fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb in the gap place here. Okay. First one. Elephants dash in the water. Elephants dash in the water. So can you guess what does the elephant or elephants do in the water? Can you guess? Do they play in the water or do they sing in the water? So fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verbs here. Play or sing. So play is a correct verb. Okay. Elephants play in the water. They do not sing in the water. Correct? No. So play is a correct verb. Here. Elephants play. You can write P-L-A-Y here. Play in the water. Now you can read it. Elephants play in the water. Second one. The girls dash sweetly. The verbs are eat, sing. Eat, sing. Okay. The girls dash sweetly. So can you guess which form of the verb is correct? In this place here, the girls dash sweetly. So eat, it do not work out here. Okay. So the correct verb is sing. The girls sing sweetly. So how the girls sing a song? Hey sir, the girls sing sweetly, sir. We say no, melodiously. Sweetly means melodiously, we can say here. So the girls sing sweetly. Okay. So sing you can write here. Third one. Stars dash at night. Stars dash at night. So what do the stars do at night? Do they sleep at night? Or do they twinkle at night? What can you say? Which is the correct verb to fill here? So twinkle. Stars twinkle at night. So they do not sleep. Okay. At night. Stars twinkle at night. Correct? No? So the twinkle is the correct verb here. Write the verb twinkle here. Stars twinkle at night. Students, after writing or after filled up a correct verb, once again you read the sentence. Okay. Fourth one. The baby dash loudly. The baby dash loudly. So there are two verbs here, laughs and plays. Laughs and plays. Suppose, or can the baby plays loudly? Can we play loudly? Is it correct? Is it correct verb to add before the loudly? No. The verb correct, laughs, is the correct verb here. So the baby laughs loudly. Okay. Next, fifth one. Father dash the car. Father dash the car. Plays, drives. Plays or drives. So, which is the correct form of the verb fill up here? The father drives the car. Okay. We don't say, or we can't say father plays car. Okay. So, father is not a small baby to play a toy car. Okay. So, the correct verb is drives. Father drives the car. You can fill up the drives here. Okay. Next, sixth one. A lion dash in a cave. A lion dash in a cave. Cave means it is the place where the lion live. Okay. The cave is the home of the lion. So the dancers lives. So which is the correct verb here? Lives. Okay. It is the correct verb here. A lion lives in a cave. Not a lion dances in a in a cave. Okay. Seventh one. Cows dash grass. Cows dash grass. Okay. So the correct verb. Eat or drinks. Does, students, does cows drink grass? No. They eat grass. Cows eat grass. So eat is the correct form of the verb here. Okay. Next one. Eighth one. Okay. I think it is the last one. Pilots dash aeroplanes. So what does the pilots do? What do the pilots do? Do they catch the aeroplanes or do they fly the aeroplanes? Which one is correct? Which verb is correct to fill up here? So the pilots do not catch the aeroplanes. They fly the aeroplanes. Correct? No? So fly is the correct verb to fill up here. Pilots fly aeroplanes. So fly is the correct verb. Okay? Have you understood, dear students? What is verb and the examples? Okay? Let me switch on the next page or the next slide. So all of you open your next text. Oh, sorry. So still more is there here. Let me see here. What is verb? Action words or doing words tell us what a person or an animal is doing. All action words or doing words are verbs. So students, as I told you, action words are verbs. They tell us, those words tell us what a person or an animal is doing. Okay, they tell us what a person or an animal is doing. So all action words or doing words are called verbs. So all the action words are there, no? See, play, drinks, writes, plays, sings. Okay, eat, bake, teach, bring, come, go, sit, stand, sleep, play. So these all the action words called verbs. So examples are given here. I see a bird. See is the action word. We play hockey. Play is the action word. Millie drinks water. So drinks is an action word. And also we say verbs. Mother writes a letter. Okay. So there are some rules are there in these verbs. So that we have to follow. So sometimes we use s or es to verbs when they are used with singular nouns or pronouns. Okay, in the previous class, in the first standard, you have learnt what is singular, or what are plurals? Plural. Okay. So we add, sometimes we add yes or es form to the verb. So when the nouns are in the singular nouns or pronouns. Let us see here. Okay. For example, she plays guitar. She plays guitar. So she is the third person singular. So she is a singular. Okay. So there is a verb here, play. We add s form to the verb, to the play, and it becomes plays. So she plays guitar. We don't say she play a guitar. So when it occurs in the only simple present tense. Okay, not all tenses. Okay. Next, Kavita sings sweetly. Kavita sings sweetly. So here it added s form to the verb sing. So it became sings. So Kavita is the name of the girl. Kavita is the name of the girl. So it denotes only singular. So it is in the singular form. So Kavita sings sweetly. So as I told you, if the noun is in the singular form, we add yes or es form to the verb in the simple present tense. Okay. Let me switch on the next slide. Here I will show you. In the simple present tense, dear students, it is very, very important here. Okay. In the simple present tense, when we are going to frame a sentence, we must always know the rules here. So I will show you. So I, you, we, they, he, she, it. These are the pronouns. Okay. What are these? These are the pronouns. When we are going to write a sentence with the help of the verb drink, say we use I drink milk. I drink milk. Or you drink milk. Or we drink milk. We say they drink milk. See students, we have not added s form to the verb here. I drink milk, you drink milk, we drink milk, they drink milk. Or you can say, you can take other verb also. What? I eat a banana, you eat a banana, we eat a banana, they eat a banana. Okay. So here he, she, it are the no. These are the third person singular. So he, it denotes us or it refers us only one person. Boy or man. He may be it may be a boy or man. So it denotes singular or it refers one person. Okay. She is there. So she, it is used to a female persons. Okay. So she is refers only one human person. Okay, one female person. Okay, it may be a girl or woman. And it also, it refers only one thing or an animal. So he, she, it, these are the third person singular. Okay, so we add, when we are going to frame a sentence with the help of the any verb, we must add the yes or es form to the main verb. Okay. So for example, he drinks milk. So here I drink milk. We said I drink milk. But in the third person singular, we must say he drinks milk in the simple present tense. Okay. And she drinks milk. She drinks milk. And it drinks milk. It drinks milk. Yeah. Okay. Did you understand, my dear students? So we take one more example here. So the verb. Why do we take? Play. Okay, the verb is play. I play cricket. I play cricket. You play cricket. We play cricket. They play cricket. So here he, she, it. For the third person singular, he play cricket. We do not say he play cricket. So we must add yes form to the main verb. Which is the verb here? Play. Play is the verb. So we must add the yes form to the verb play. When we add yes form to the verb play, it becomes plays. Plays. Then we say he plays cricket. We don't say he play cricket in the simple present tense. We say he plays cricket. She plays cricket. It plays cricket. Have you understood? Huh? Okay. When we take the nouns, for example, my brother plays cricket. We must say my brother plays cricket. My brother. Brother is a singular noun. Correct? No? My brother. It denotes or it refers only one person or only one brother. Okay. So it is in the singular form. So we say my brother plays cricket. My mother bakes a cake. See here. My mother bakes a cake or a pie cake. So why did I say here bakes? Because my mother, it is a singular noun. Mother is a singular noun. Mother is a mother. So we say she. Okay. When we come to the pronoun, we say she here. So my mother, it denotes or it refers only one person. Okay, have you understood? So it is in the singular form. That's why we say he, she, it are the third person singular. So my mother bakes. Did I say bake? No. My mother bakes a pie cake. Okay, bakes is the verb. So here I added yes form to the verb bake, the main verb. Okay, have you understood? So let us see the more example here. I draw a picture. See, I did not add a yes form to the main verb because I is not a third person singular here. I draw a picture. You draw a picture. We draw a picture. They draw a picture. Then students see here, which are in the red color. He draws a picture. So here, I, you, we, they. For these pronouns, we did not add, I did not add S form to the main verb, draw. Correct, no? But here, for the third person singular, he, she, it, I added S form to the main verb, draw. So here, he draws a picture. We should read, he draws a picture. She draws a picture. And it draws a picture. Now, have you understood, dear students? So, you have learned when the nouns are in the singular, how to add s or es form to the main verb. Let me switch on next slide. So students, all of you open your page number 50. I think you have opened, as I told that. So let's go to the activity. Complete the sentences using the correct form of the verbs given in the brackets. So there are 10 sentences here. Okay. So each sentence has given verbs in the bracket. Verbs given in the bracket. So read the sentence and fill the correct form of the verbs here. So here we must we add s or es form to the main verb here. Okay. So first one, birds dash nests in trees. Birds dash nests in trees. Okay, students. Here the verb is build. So build is correct or builds is correct. First you have to observe here the noun. So the noun is in singular or plural. So here birds is in a plural. Okay, there are more than one bird is there, correct? No, so we say plural. So birds dash build nests in trees. So we must add here build, build. So as it is, as the verb here, fill up here. Birds build nests in trees. So students, when the noun it is in the plural, the verb should be same. So no changes in the verb. Okay. So if the noun is in the singular, we must add s form to the s or es form to the main verb. Okay, but here birds is in the plural form, so no need of adding s or es form to the main verb here. Okay, so birds build nests in trees. Next, come to the next sentence here. Second one, my mother dash delicious food. See, my mother dash delicious food. Delicious means yummy. Okay, tasty. So the verb is cook here. So here we add s form to the main verb here. So cook is we make it here cooks. COOKS. Why? Why means my mother. So mother, it is in the singular form. Correct? No? So mother, when we say mother, it refers only one mother. So can we say mothers? Is it in the plural form? No. It is in the singular form. So we add the s form to the main verb here. So cook is so add s form to the main verb and make it cooks. So right here COOKS, cooks. Then read the sentence. My mother cooks delicious food. So have you understood? Next, third one. The children dash in the park. The children dash in the park. Now, can you guess? The children is in the singular form or plural form? Children is a noun. Is it in the singular form or a plural form? Yes. I think you have thought that it is a singular form. Wrong. It is not a singular form. It is plural form. So child is a singular form. Okay, students, don't be confused here. Child is a noun. It is singular form. So child, when we say child, it refers only one child, one baby. Okay. So when we say children, it refers more than one child. Okay, more than one child. So it means there are many children. There are many babies. Okay, so children is in the plural form. So can we add s form to the main verb here? No, we must not add s form to the verb play here, because the statement, the noun is in the plural form. So no need of adding s form to the main verb. So as it is, you can write here play. The children play in the park. PLAY, play in the park. Okay, next, come to the next point. Sorry, next one, fourth one. Renu, RENU. Renu is the name of a girl. Okay, Renu dash in class. Renu dash in class. So shout is a verb. Shout is a verb. So do you add s form to the main verb here? Shout. Can you say shouts? Shouts? Yes, absolutely right. So Renu is the name of a girl. So we say she, no? Okay. So she is in the singular form. So Renu is in the singular form. So this noun, Renu is the noun. It refers only one girl. Okay. Only one woman. Okay. It refers only one person. So it is in the singular form. So we must add S form to the main verb shout. So it becomes Renu shouts in class. So yes, we must write here shouts. S-H-O-U-T. Yes, shouts. Why? Because the noun is in the singular form. Okay. Next. My brother dash very fast. My brother dash very fast. Run is there. So what do we fill up here? Runs. We must add S form to the main verb here because brother is a singular. Okay. My brother runs. R-U-N-S, runs very fast. Sixth one. Sachin dash apples. Do you love apples? Okay. Sachin loves apples. Love, it becomes here loves. L-O-V-E-S, loves. Why means the Sachin is a person. Okay. It is in the singular form. Okay. So Sachin loves apples. Seventh one. Mala dash tasty cakes. So bake. The verb is bake. Can we add here S form to the main verb here? Yes, we must. Why means the Mala is the name of a girl. Okay, it is in the third person singular. So we must add S form to the main verb bake. So when you add S form to the main verb bake, it becomes bakes. Then Mala bakes tasty cakes. Okay. Eighth one. Sona and Mona. So Sona and Mona, there are two friends here. Two are there here. Okay. Dash TV. I think it is a little bit confused for you. Okay. I will solve. No problem. Okay. Sona and Mona dash TV. So there is watch is there. So what is the correct verb? Do you think is it necessary to add S form to the main verb here? ES form to the main verb here? Watches? No. Why means here you don't think Sona and Mona are the singular form here. So how many persons are there? Tell me here. Sona and Mona. There are two persons are there, no? Two. Is it singular or plural? Can you guess? So I have told you, if the noun is in a person or a thing or a place, we say said to be in the singular noun. Or if the noun more than a person or more than a thing or more than a places, we say plural. So there are two persons are there. So we don't say singular here. We do this noun is not in a singular. It is in a plural form because there are two persons, not a one person. Correct? No. So no need of adding here es form to the main verb watch. So watch. So write the as it is here. Watch. W-A-T-C-H. Sona and Mona watch TV. Okay. The ninth one. The teacher dash the students. The teacher dash the students. Can you guess? Is it necessary to add es form to the main verb teach? Yes. Just think here. The teacher means it is not in a plural form. The teacher, when we say teacher, it refers only one person, only one teacher. So we must add es form to the main verb teach. So then it becomes teachers. The teacher teaches the students. Okay, have you got my point, dear students? The last one, 10th one. Students, Rohit dash well. Rohit dash well. So the verb is sing. So can you guess, or do you think, is it necessary to add yes form to the main verb? Yes, absolutely, it's correct. We must add the yes form to the main verb. Then it becomes sings, because Rohit is a person. It is in the third person singular. Rohit, we say he. He means it is in the singular person. So singular, third person singular. Okay, so Rohit sings. S-I-N-G-S. Sings well. Did you understand, my dear students? So today you have learnt sentences. Correct now? Sentences. What is sentence? And the examples and verbs. What is verb? And their examples you have learnt. So I hope you have understood the topic, the grammar topic, the grammar, sentences and verbs. Thank you.